and welcome to a new video. This is my WWE Survivor Series 2015 predictions. If you're watching it live on the live stream or you're watching it on the video after it's uploaded to YouTube, then do remember to do me a favor and smash the likes. That'd be hugely appreciated. We are live, but if you're watching it on the video, thank you to everybody that is watching this video, whether you're live or not. We're going to go through the whole match card for WWE Survivor Series. We do it for every single pay-per-view. My Twitter's going crazy with people joining in the stream. But here we go, guys. I do this every single month, and you guys absolutely love it. We usually get about 50 or 60 people in the live stream all at once. It's absolutely crazy when it happens. And we're going to kick things off with the tournament, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament. We're just going to make our way through the match card. We're going to start with the match that everybody's looking forward to and work our way through. So I think the last match that we're looking at is probably the Divas match. So we're going to kick things off big by looking at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament. We've got two semi-final matches to look forward to and a final match as well. I think that all the matches on Monday Night Raw, the 4 quarterfinal matches we had, were really, really fun. So I'm looking forward to the fact that we're going to get 3 more tournament matches at Survivor Series. It's going to be absolutely great. Just checking how many people are in. We've got 7 people in already. Guys, before I get on to predicting my first match, do remember to smash the likes because that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, so we're going to aim for, shall we aim for 100 likes by the time I have finished the tournament predictions. Let's see if that can happen. So on 39 likes already, and we're going to kick, we're on 41 now. So we're going to kick things off by talking about the Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens match, which is obviously the semi-final for the tournament. And I'm going to pick my winner as Dean Ambrose. So if you guys agree with that, disagree with that, do post in the live chat what your opinions are on the Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens match. I think this is one of the easiest matches to predict on the card. It's a really easy card to predict, actually. But I think it's pretty clear that Dean Ambrose is winning this match. But if you think Kevin Owens is winning, then I'd really appreciate you guys' opinions on that. Do you really think that Kevin Owens is going to get in the final of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament? It's a possibility, but I think you've got Dean Ambrose as the clear winner. There's a few reasons why that is. I think WWE should be looking at getting their 2 current biggest stars in the final. The fact that you've got Cena out, Orton out, Rollins out, and Bryan out, Ambrose and Reigns are arguably their 2 biggest stars, and you need them in the final. I also think Reigns is going to win against Alberto Del Rio. I'll get to that match just in a second, and I think that's going to tell the best story. I don't think if you have Owens against Reigns, that's rubbish. If you have Alberto Del Rio against Ambrose or Owens against Del Rio, that really doesn't tell that much of a story. But if you've got Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, 2 former Shield members, fighting over Seth Rollins, a former Shield member's title, that tells a brilliant story, and it's definitely the best option to go. It's obvious that they've got to go with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns for the semi-final matches. And Kevin Owens is the Intercontinental Champion, so he doesn't really need a big win over Dean Ambrose. He doesn't need to be in the final. They should be interested in pushing Ambrose here and getting him further in the final. Kevin Owens is already a title holder. There's not much point giving him the win over Ambrose here. Ambrose hasn't done a lot for a few months now and could do with a big win over Kevin Owens and getting in the final. That would be awesome. And there's been a lot of build over the last week or so about Ambrose and Reigns in the final. Is it going to happen? And I think it'd be a disappointment if it didn't happen. They've been doing all this teasing, so why not just make it happen? I think it's pretty obvious that that's where we're going with this. A lot of people in the chat are saying Ambrose will win. Adam Play says Ambrose will win. Adel Rakub says that Tom for champ. I definitely think I should have been in the final. Let's have a look. Somebody said Walt P. Trazak says, I hope Reigns turns heel. There's a lot of discussion whether Ambrose is going to turn heel, Reigns is going to turn heel, but that's like the only thing that people are talking about going into this final. And I just think it's way too obvious. I mean, they can do that in a couple of weeks, but I think it's just going to be way too obvious to do it at Survivor Series. That's what everybody's thinking. They all think Ambrose is going to turn heel at the pay-per-view, but it's just way too bloody obvious. Like, literally every fan is talking about the possibility of Ambrose turning heel, but it just seems too obvious to me. And I'll talk about this now, actually. Now, obviously, I think that Roman Reigns is going to beat Alberto Del Rio. That's my next prediction. So I've got Dean Ambrose beating Kevin Owens, and I've got Roman Reigns beating Alberto Del Rio. Why I think Roman Reigns is winning? He was the favorite from the start, so it only makes sense for him to at least get into the final. And also, if the favorite for the tournament isn't in the final, then I think fans will switch off. If you've got Del Rio against Ambrose in the final, fans are going to switch off. They want the favorite, Roman Reigns, in the final, and I think that's what they're going to do with it. WWE should have their two biggest stars in the final, like I've already said, and Ambrose and Reigns tells the best story. So for me, it is obvious that you have Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose in the final. Alberto Del Rio in the final doesn't make sense. Neither does Kevin Owens in the final. An Ambrose and Reigns story to end the show at Survivor Series is the best possible solution, considering Rollins isn't on the pay-per-view and they fucked it all up. I think it would be positive to have a main event with Ambrose against Reigns. I think that is maybe even better than having Rollins against Reigns that we were going to get. So, Jules145 says, popping by to say hello, Tom. Why do you stick around? We're making our way through the Survivor Series predictions. A lot of people are talking about this ISIS thing. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. For some reason, loads of people want my thoughts on it, but I'll tell you guys at the end of the video. We've got 19 guys in the live stream. If you guys can share the live stream around. Sometimes we get up to 50 viewers, but I think this Survivor Series pay-per-view is predictable as hell. So I don't think many people are that bothered about what my predictions are. I think it's really freaking predictable. And yeah, that's probably why. There's only like one match, which I'm not confident about my prediction. And that is the Undertaker, Kane, and the Wyatt family match. Apart from that, this match card is predictable as fuck, which is kind of annoying. But Seth Rollins getting injured really didn't help. By the way, guys, if you could smash the likes, we're going to aim for 100 likes by the end of this live stream. It'll get more once it's up on the channel. But yeah, guys, remember to smash the likes. I think we're on, how many are we on? We're on 55, which isn't too bad at all. Where is it? Take that off. Yeah, somebody says, Tom, you look different. I think I've like grown my hair out a bit more. And I've now got glasses. I used to wear contact lenses on my live streams. Mr. Creepy Boss says, I hope they get rid of Survivor Series next year. It means nothing now. Yeah, they still consider it in the top 4 pay-per-views, but Money in the Bank is way bigger, and there's way more on the line. And there isn't. They only decided this week they're going to have a traditional Survivor Series match. So I don't know why they consider Survivor Series in their top 4 anymore. When you think Reigns Ambrose feud end? Royal Rumble, yeah, it could go up until Royal Rumble. I think it's just a match everybody's wanted to see ever since the Shield ended, was an Ambrose and Reigns and Rollins feud, but obviously Rollins isn't around, so we're going to have to settle for Reigns against Ambrose. Yeah, that's definitely going to be the final. Who do I think is winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship? I think we're going to go with Roman Reigns. So yeah, I'm going to say my winner of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament final is Roman Reigns. Now, the plan before Seth Rollins got injured was to have Reigns beat Rollins for the title at Survivor Series. So if I was WWE and backstage, I wouldn't be too fussed that Rollins got injured here, because they can still go with Roman Reigns winning the title. And it is Roman Reigns' time. The fact that Rollins is out, Cena's out, Orton's out, and Bryan's out, Roman Reigns is the guy. It's his time. It's the perfect opportunity for him to go with it and see what happens. He's been the clear favorite from the start, and it would come full circle because he rejected Triple H at the start of the tournament, saying, I don't want to work with you. I don't want the easy way out. And yeah, it'd come full circle because he'll end up winning the belt. And a lot of people are wanting a heel turn, a twist where you have Sheamus cash in, or you have Ambrose turn heel and somehow win with the authority. There's no need for a huge twist, because sometimes the straightforward route is the best option in WWE storytelling. And I think Roman Reigns winning If somebody said that at the start of the year, I'd be absolutely pissed. But it's the only viable solution now that Rollins is injured. And I think a Roman Reigns title reign will be way better than Seth Rollins' title reign, because Seth Rollins' title reign was absolutely garbage. And this would probably be a way to get the authority out of the main event scene as well, because they just completely ruined Seth Rollins' title reign. We'd seen it all before with Randy Orton, and I wouldn't have a problem with Roman Reigns winning here. And I think that's definitely the best option. Ambrose hasn't done a lot for a few months now. I think ever since he lost that feud against Bray Wyatt loads of times, he just never came back, and he just really hasn't done anything for the last few months. I don't think it's his time either. They've always been keen on Roman Reigns, so their plan was to put it on Roman Reigns anyway, so why don't they just go with it? So yeah, that's my prediction. If you guys think Ambrose is winning, or you think there's going to be a heel turn, something like that, Mr. Creepy Boss says, I feel like The Rock will win the Rumble to set up Reigns versus Rock at Mania. That would be cool. I wouldn't have any problems with that. I missed Money in the Bank when it was at WrestleMania, says the J-Man. Yes, but I think it's one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. I really like it. Do you know where CM Punk is? Did he retire? He's going to be in UFC, if you didn't know that. You probably do know that. I'm surprised you wouldn't know that. But yeah, that should be really exciting. MenQ says hello. Hello. So yeah, we're going to get on to the next match, which is The Undertaker and Kane versus Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. That was announced on SmackDown that Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman would be the two members of the Wyatt family. I have my winner as the Wyatt family. I see a lot of people saying that The Undertaker and Kane are going to win. But considering you've got Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and whoever wins the final, that's three baby faces winning matches. I think you've got to have some heels on the pay-per-view win as well. So I'm gonna go with the Wyatt family winning this match. The only other heel I have winning on the pay-per-view is Tyler Breeze. So I think you've got to have a few heels going over as well on the pay-per-view. I think a lot of people are saying Undertaker and Kane are winning because we're celebrating Undertaker's 25 years, so they feel it's going to be good if Undertaker goes over. As a sort of like an anniversary, a good feeling sort of thing. But the Wyatt family started the feud a month ago, so if they're going to lose, they're going to look really shitty. Like, they attacked Undertaker, and if they lose here, they're going to look really crap, because why the hell did they waste their time attacking Undertaker if they're just going to lose? And also, there's been reports that Undertaker's going to do more dates in 2015. This feud could go on for a while, so you should have the heels go over here. And also, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family have just reformed again, and they've now got 4 members. So they should be looking to get the wins, because they're building themselves up again. It's fairly recent. It's only recently they've started building themselves up again as the Wyatt family, and a win over the Undertaker and Kane could be really, really good. And Bray Wyatt's younger, hungrier. He's going to do a lot more with a win than the Undertaker and Kane will do with a win, especially Kane. And also Braun Strowman. He's really new. He's only just debuted, so they'll be keen to put the win on Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman, I think. And yeah, I don't think there's any longevity in this Brothers of Destruction thing. I think a win would be much better to give it to Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman rather than the Undertaker and Kane. But yeah, I don't know why people keep saying the Undertaker and Kane are going to win. It looks like they're going to put over the Wyatt family in this match, but some people keep thinking that they're going to put the Undertaker and Kane are going over. They need to have the Ministry of Darkness return and feud with the Wyatt family. Maybe the Ministry could have Taker, Kane, Sting, and Balor. That would be pretty freaking epic. They could quite easily have made this into the traditional Survivor Series match if they added Finn Balor, Sting. If they just had a traditional 4-on-4, or they could have quite easily found another member for the Wyatt family temporarily or something like that. That would be way more interesting. I mean, I think the feud lost a hell of a lot of steam over the last few weeks. I think they've been too busy building up the tournament, and it's kind of lost all kind of momentum that it had. If you guys can remember to smash the likes, I think we're on 72 now. which is absolutely awesome. But if we could get 100 by the end of this live stream, that'd be cool. If you're watching it on the video after the live stream's finished, then just smash the likes and we'll try and get like 1,000 or something, because usually these videos do really well on the channel. So yeah, I've got the Wyatt family winning this match. So far we've got Ambrose and Reigns making their way to the final. Reigns winning the WWE title. Undertaker and Kane versus Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. We've got the Wyatt family going over. So Undertaker and Kane to put over the Wyatt family. That's where I think they're going with that one. Another match is Dolph Ziggler against Tyler Breeze. I think this match will be really good. I think it's going to be really, really exciting. I saw somebody the other day making a comparison that Tyler Breeze is basically Dolph Ziggler with a selfie stick, which I thought was quite funny. But yeah, I think this match will be really good because these guys are awesome wrestlers. And yeah, this feud kind of lost a little bit of momentum. This is going to be a trend as we make our way through the match card. A lot of matches lost momentum as WWE realized they need to make a tournament really quickly. But yeah, I think this match is going to be really, really good. It's a shame that it lost momentum. Maybe they can carry it on until TLC. I think that would be cool. But my winner is really predictably Tyler Breeze. It's his first WWE pay-per-view match since he went up to the main roster. He needs a win to get his main roster career going, or he's just going to end up in the mid-card really, really quickly. And Dolph Ziggler's job is to put over Breeze in this match. He's a former world champion. That's why they're feuding. So it makes sense at the pay-per-view for Dolph Ziggler to put over Tyler Breeze. He's just come up to the main roster. Why make him lose? Why bring him up in the first place if he's going to lose his first pay-per-view match? That makes absolutely no sense. It's logical to have Tyler Breeze go over here. Not really going to spend much time talking about it because it's easy as hell to predict. Expect Tyler Breeze to win thanks to maybe a Summer Rae distraction. That would kind of cement the gimmick a little bit more, or for a roll-up to get some heel heat for Tyler Breeze. And that would protect Dolph Ziggler because they always like to protect Dolph Ziggler. And that could be a way to protect him, either through a distraction from Summer Rae or a roll-up. But I definitely think Tyler Breeze is going to go over here, and he's going to get some good heel heat from maybe that roll-up that he does. But yeah, there's no question that Dolph Ziggler isn't winning here. And it's easy as that, really. We're just going to refresh the stream to see how many likes we've got. We're stuck on 75, guys. Remember to smash the likes and try and get to those 100 likes because that'd be awesome. He'll do a catching beauty shot, says Mr. Creepy Boss. That'd be freaking amazing. I heard Finn wants to face Taker. You think that'll happen at WrestleMania, says Walt Pie Trazak. That'd be amazing as well. That'd be so good. Two amazing gimmicks in one match. Ben says Jobber. Very nice. Sheamus versus Roman Reigns, hair versus hair match, Bucket Vince. Yeah, that would be pretty funny with the Roman Reigns' greasy hair. Imagine Roman Reigns bald. That'd be really scary. So we're going to move on to the last and final match, which is the WWE Divas Championship match between Charlotte and Paige. Winner, Charlotte. It's early days in Charlotte's reign. She doesn't need to drop it. We waited ages for Charlotte to beat Nikki for the title, so why change hands after she only just really beat Nikki 2 pay-per-views ago? It makes sense for Charlotte to avenge Paige for her dig at Charlotte's brother. There's been like loads of bad reception on the web about that, so it makes sense for the feud to end with a Charlotte win. I think after that line was said on Raw, WWE will be pretty keen to end this feud once and for all and just get rid of the bad reception that it received. So I'm going to go with Charlotte to win the Divas Championship. I think that's logical, easy prediction to make. There's only the Wyatt family against Undertaker and Kane match, which is hard to predict. I know there's going to be a 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match, which apparently is going to involve some like Ryback. It was basically the match that happened on Raw between the New Day and Ryback, where Ryback got disqualified. That's also easy to predict as well. The baby faces are probably going to go over in that match as well. Yeah, this card is just way too easy to predict. So, we're on 84 likes, guys. So, yeah, some people wanted to see my opinion on the ISIS thing. It's just recently come up like an hour ago. I'm kind of confused because I don't know where this report came from, but it doesn't make sense because now that they've warned people that ISIS are going to attack the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Apparently, this report is coming from ISIS themselves, and Anonymous are reporting it. But how do you expect them to get in the stadium with an AK-47 or a bomb strapped to them when everybody knows about it? I don't. Some people, I'm hearing people saying that people are saying they're not going anymore. But it's kind of strange because everybody knows now. Like, why would somebody try and walk into a stadium with a bomb strapped on them when the FBI and everybody knows? I don't understand why they'd warn people that they were going to do it when they've kind of shot themselves in the foot, really, pardon the pun, because people now know about it. And how the hell are they going to get inside a stadium with a bomb on them when there's going to be a ridiculous amount of security trying to get into that stadium? And I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just been blown out of proportion by people online. I've only seen wrestling news sites reporting about it. I haven't seen any mainstream websites or news websites which I consider trusted sources. It's kind of a strange one. I'm not really sure where the report came from. Somebody says it was anonymous. But I wouldn't be too worried considering everybody knows about it now. I mean, they didn't know about the Paris one, so that's understandable. But I don't know. It's kind of strange. So somebody put a sad face. The Atlanta News reported it. I don't know if people are blowing it out of proportion or what. We'll have to see. Okay, guys, so I've been through all my predictions. We're on 87 likes. So if you guys can remember to smash the likes, we'll go for 100 as soon as I've gone off the live stream, and that'd be absolutely awesome. So if you guys can remember to smash the likes, take care, spike your hair.